your reason for eating. The person needs to understand why you are eating food. Nobody wants to eat food. Every human organ was made from one nutrient or the other. Have you asked yourself, why is it that when a woman is pregnant, most people tend to eat a bit more? And that's because they're eating not just for two, like most Nigerians would say, but they're literally eating because the baby needs the nutrient from the varieties of food just so that it can build on each and every part of the organs. So the baby needs the nutrient from the mother. The baby doesn't eat food. Basically, the baby needs the nutrient from the mother to build up on every organ whilst the baby is still in the womb. So it is so important that we understand that nutrition is key when we talk about food. How do we preserve the nutrition in the food so that every time we eat, the food becomes medicinal to us. The food takes care of us. The food nourishes our body. The food helps us to grow. The food builds up on all the organs in each and every one of us. So to develop, the same thing happens when the baby comes out of the womb. You still need to eat food. You still need to eat nutrients. You still need to make sure that the food is rich in nutrients, because and at some point the body will be malnourished. Some organs will be working extra hard than the other. So it's important we understand the role nutrition plays in food safety. So whilst we're talking about food, we cannot talk about food without talking about food safety. If I ask, there are 4 steps to food safety. Now, if I ask people, most people should just make sure my food is safe from danger, or making sure that nobody steals my food. No, the basic thing is, how do you safeguard your food? Yes, safeguard your food. That's the word. Number 1, make sure you clean your food. Your food. It is important that you clean your food. Make sure you wash your hands thoroughly before you touch your food. And when you're done cleaning your food, make sure you are able to put them in portions, separate them. Vegetables are different from beef. They are different from animals. When you want to cook your beef, don't mix up your beef with your vegetables. When you want to separate your vegetables from every other type of food. Your vegetables cannot stay in the same place with your grains. It is important to identify the differences. Then the temperature you use in cooking your food, that's the temperature you use in cooking your food. When you use a high temperature, what you've done is destroy the food. You are not saving the food. You think you are saving the food when you use a high temperature to cook your food. You are not. You are. Part of food safety is the temperature you use in cooking your food. Then the 4th one is how you chill the food. Now, I've actually seen someone who, yes, so vegetables cannot really stay in different places. Remember to clean your food. Remember to separate your food. Remember to cook it under the right temperature. Remember to chill it. Use the fridge for some, use the refrigerator for some. Understand the differences. Now, the next slide I want to talk about is quite important. Now, we live in Nigeria. We live in Nigeria. A lot of things happen for some of us who live within Lagos. You can identify that the stress level in Lagos is higher than most other states in Nigeria. And for some of us who live in Abuja, yes, the stress is not so. You'd realize these are current health statistics in Nigeria. Current health statistics in Nigeria. It says 75% of Nigerians are at a lifestyle disease. I'll take it again. 75% of Nigerians are at risk of contracting a lifestyle disease. And currently, as I speak to you, the average life expectancy in Nigeria, 55 years young, is because anyone who is 55 is not old yet, is it? is the person old? Absolutely not. So 55 is relatively still very young. So the average life expectancy in Nigeria as we speak as of 2023 is 55 years young. And these days we see a lot of young people die. These days we bury young people early. It's so unfortunate, but a lot of this is due to our lifestyle. A lot of this is as a result of what we do. So we need to pay attention to what we do. I just run through with some of the statistics. For diabetes, it says 19.2 million Nigerians. That means 1 out of every 10 adults is diabetic, currently living with diabetes. Diabetes is the fastest growing disease in the world. Nigeria has the highest rate of diabetic patient statistic. Take notes of all of this. All of this. You need to take notes of all of this. Now, for stroke, 100,000 Nigerians suffer from stroke every year. 100,000 Nigerians. Now, I want to be very careful while I say this, but the truth is, most believers do not take care of themselves, and eventually they fall prey of the devil. They fall sick. Not all sickness is spiritual. Some of it is as a result of our lifestyle. We need to pay attention to our lifestyle. Now, the possibility is the statistic, the probability is 1 in 4 persons do have now for obesity. Over 21 million Nigerians are overweight, and about 12 million Nigerians are obese by the age 15. So please, when you see change, you need to worry about it. You really need to worry about it. Now let's talk about high blood pressure. High blood pressure. Only 29% of those who have it know they have it. What this means until it hits them and it turns into stroke. It is so important that we know the differences. It is so important we understand the state of our body. It is important to do medical tests from time to time. Understand how much your body is consuming. Understand where your body is important. Very, very important. These days, we have people of 25 years suffering from high blood pressure. And some of you might have heard of several, they're not called testimonies. They are called, what word would I use to particularly just fit into it? It is unfortunate who is, having high blood pressure. It is unfortunate to have a 25-year-old who is diabetic. So unfortunate to have a 27-year-old who has cancer. Now, a woman dies from cervical cancer every 2 minutes somewhere in the world, but every year. The question is, how often do you take this test? How often do you go for the mammogram if you are above 40? How often do you below 40? Now, these are pivotal. These are things that can be very important. Now, I'm taking you through this so that you can understand the importance of your food. It is so important that you protect the nutrition in your food, because if you don't, you're going to lose the nutrition time you eat, you are really investing in your body. It is so important. Now, right here on your screen, my screen, have something I call the illness well. Dr. John Travis in 1972, and it is still relative as of today. Now I'm just going to go 2 pointers there. You see, it's called the wellness paradigm. Now, if you check from the left, you see the first thing that happens when someone falls sick is you begin to illness. When states you're developing, there are no symptoms. That means you are okay. There is nothing wrong with you. Maybe sometimes you have slight headaches, very slight. You don't exercise normally. You're not concerned about exercising. So you're not concerned about it, and you don't have symptoms of diseases. You are in the middle. But go with me, forms of malaria. You have symptoms of one issue or the other. And some people, when they have symptoms, they don't go to check themselves. They don't go to do a medical test. They self-medicate. That is a major problem. Please don't self-medicate. You've got the doctors. They have studied hard. Go meet a doctor. They will identify how to help. So when you get to the yellow color, you have a poor health. You are on medications. You are on drugs, and probably you might need a surgery if it continues. Because obviously, if malaria stays, I'm using malaria for an example. I'm not particularly mentioning malaria now. If malaria stays beyond 3 days, you are advised to go see your doctor, isn't it? Now, usually symptoms of things that are a lot more deeper, a lot more powerful than malaria will outstand, will stay beyond 3 days. And every time that happens, it might result to surgery on the long run. And when that happens, your body loses normal function. You need help. You're not okay. You need help to do this. You need help to do that. You need help because without the drugs, you cannot live. Without the drugs, some people are actually living on drugs as I speak to you. Every day, they take 30 tablets of drugs. Every day, they take 50 tablets of drugs. You need to ask those with cancer. You need to ask those with diabetes. You need to ask those with high blood pressure. They live on drugs. That is not the goal for you. That is not what God planned for you. You need to understand. And when it moves to the purple color, look at it very carefully. This information with the team, and they're going to put it out there on the group later on today, possibly. When you get to that point of disease, because you are always taking different drugs, so there are multiple medications ongoing in that person's body, that there is poor quality of life. The potential of becoming limited is very high, and the body has limited functions because all of the organs are depending on drugs to function. At that point, that could lead to premature death. It is really, really sad that God has given us health in our hands. And how does that happen? Some of us consider our lives because we are way too spiritual. There is a spiritual aspect to it, I tell you. There is a spiritual aspect to it. Please don't take my word out of context. There is a spiritual aspect to it. God has blessed you with health. You have abundance of health, but you have a role to play. You have to ensure that you protect it. Because if you don't protect the good health God has given you, you are going to lose it. And how do you protect it? Understand what to do. I tell life aware. So usually exercises will really help you. Some of us don't get up from where we are. We have sedentary lifestyles. Just like I'm sitting here, I've been sitting here for over an hour right now. So some of us sit for about 12 hours every day. Some of us sit for 8 hours. Some of us sit for 10 hours. Have you sat down to calculate the number of hours how many hours does it take you to sit down? So if you need to have that mathematics, know it so that it helps you. So some of us have sedentary lifestyles. We don't exercise. Some of us live in busy areas, busy states like Lagos, where we spend 3-4 hours in traffic every day after sitting for many hours. This exercise is very important. It is so key that you prioritize exercise. Maybe 3 times a week, maybe twice a week. Please exercise. There are certain places you don't need to drive a car. Please take a long walk. It is important. It will help you. It will save your life. Now, good nutrition is another one. And we're going to talk about nutrition later on today as we go on. Good nutrition is very, very important. Listen, exercise is 1 step forward. A bad diet is 3 steps backwards. Guess what can happen when you take exercise plus good nutrition? It is so important. So you're getting the information. So then, whilst you're getting information, it will help you focus on the kind of food to eat when we talk about today. So then the next one is minimal nerve interference. That means you don't have anything obstructing any part of your body from functioning to its optimum, because you're giving the body what it needs to repair itself on a daily basis. Another thing, please, do you sleep? It is so important. How many hours do you sleep every day? Foreigner speakers that tell you that you need to, if you sleep 8 hours a day, you have spent 1/3 of your life. Sir and ma, your body needs to repair itself. Your body needs to heal. If you have been working all day, your body needs to heal. It's not just food. It is when you sleep. Please, you need to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. 7 to 8 hours of sleep every day. Please, 7 to 8 hours of sleep every day. Now move to the extreme end where you have high level wellness. That means at that point in time, your body is functioning at 100%. You have people who are over 80 and yet their body system is telling them they are 60. That is because they've been taking care of themselves for decades. You have people at 90, they still take care of themselves. Listen, Japanese have a history of the people who live longest on earth. They have the longest lifespan on earth. I still saw a video recently of someone who is 102 running a 100-meter race. Are you joking? People take care of themselves. God is perfect. God is good. God is all loving, but we have a role to play. Because if we don't play these roles appropriately, something is going to happen to us. We're going to start losing our ground. So when you take care of yourself, your organs will work at 100%. Now, you continuously develop on the knowledge you have so that it doesn't become boring. Then active participation in things like this. Every time you educate yourself, you are actively doing something. Your wellness lifestyle needs to be on the top notch. Your wellness lifestyle. You just need to keep building yourself. You just need to keep getting better. You need to keep doing the right things. You need to keep doing the right things. All right, so I'm just waiting. My screen is just loading up. Yes. So if you can see my screen now, the truth is what I've shared with you is as a result, I'm giving you, I'm building a foundation so that you can have an understanding. Foundation so you can understand. When we understand it, we can solve the problem. You see, we eat undernourished. Our collective society is overfed, but greatly undernourished. Your body needs the nourishment. Nourishment is going to give yourself, your body, nutrition that your body will enjoy the benefits. So we eat enough calories, but not enough nutrition. You have calorie in everything you eat. In nutritional data, it is the measurement of energy in your food. To just eat for energy purposes only, because every food you eat will give you energy, but not every food you eat will give you nutrition when it comes to our health. Now, I want to talk about it. This is so important, really important. Now, this is the beginning of what we talk about nutrition. So it is so important we understand what our human body is made up of. Our human body is made up of 70% water. There are two things your body really needs: your food and your water. Body need is your food and your water. So every time you need to be conscious about what you put into your body, because what you put into your body can affect how you live for it, affect how long you live. It can affect how you feel in real time. It can affect how you look. So it is so important that we understand this. Have the problem. Number one, we need water. You need about 4 liters of water every day. Now, if I ask you, please put up on your chat screen how many liters of water do you take on a daily basis? I want to see how many liters some of us take on a daily basis. But you need about 4 liters of water. 4 liters of water. And this is really important. Water can carry so much germs. A lot more than you can ever think of and know. So when it is important, please, can you hear me? Please, I really like to know if you can hear me, so I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. If you can hear me, please leave a message. If you can hear me, please leave a message. Your messages. So likewise, I was saying, it is important to identify the type of water that we put into our body, because water can carry a lot of germs, It's important that we drink water that are alkaline in nature and continuously build your immune system. It's your immune system. Now, every time you drink alkaline water, it helps to build your immune system. It gives you a fighting chance over diseases. It gives you a fighting chance over viruses that you might have contacted. It gives you a fighting chance to ensure that you have a better quality of life. It is important that we ensure that line in nature. Now, the next one I want to talk about is macronutrients. Macronutrients are just very simple. They are nutrients that are, they are nutrients you need in large quantity. For example, carbohydrates. these you need it in it, so it gives you a lot of energy, so you can actually go out and do what you need to do. Do you understand? Now you need proteins. Proteins are like building blocks of the body. Now you can see the way I'm logically explaining them. I said carbohydrate is like fuel to an engine. So it is important. It will allow you keep going. Now proteins are like building blocks. So if you want something to be well, you have to build it, isn't it? So protein are like, it could be injury because you are stressed out. Proteins help a whole lot. Proteins will help to repair damaged tissues in the body. Now the next one, in nutritional language, they call it lipid. But everybody knows it as fats. In other words, oils. So it is a class of food, but mind you, it is your beef, your chicken. That's the animal-based oils are gotten from animals. For example, your beef, your chicken, those are animal-based. Plant-based oils are the ones you get naturally from your plants, from your nuts. For example, your groundnut, cashew nuts, your coconuts, your carrots. Most of you, of course, women know that carrot has oil. Yes, it does. So it is good we identify the difference. And so whilst I'm talking about macronutrients, I am specifically talking about plant-based oils when I'm talking about lipids. The micronutrients you need, the phytonutrients, are so important. You get vitamins from your fruits and vegetables. That's where you get vitamins. That's the reason why you are advised to eat fruits every day, because you need vitamins in there. You need vitamins in your body. It is important. They are in your tuber crops. They are rich in minerals. Literally everything we eat has its roots to the ground. So there are minerals in your food as well. Then I like this one. Phytonutrients, in other words, are healing. They are healing nutrients, and it is found in plants, but they still grow up again. They still grow again. That's because they've got healing properties on the inside. So phytonutrients are in plants, and you can benefit from it a lot. Okay, so I can see here that the network keeps breaking. Oh, well, I'm really, really sorry about that. I'm trying so hard to ensure the network. But I think this is really, really beyond me. So yes, you have antioxidants. They help to reduce pains in the body. They are just really amazing to have. So I'm saying, what are the things to check for in medical checkup? Please just go do a general every part of your human body. Know every part of your organs. It is important you identify every part of the organs that are working appropriately. So you want to focus more slide. So, but before I do, I want you to see something. I want you to listen from a plant. Eat it. That means if it has got its roots to the ground, you can eat it. Now, but if it is made factory, so if it is made, there's a difference there. If it came from a plant, English word, if it came from a plant, Then if it is made in a plant, please don't eat it. Anything made in a factory, please don't eat it. If it is made on the ground, please eat it. It is beneficial to you to eat what is grown on the ground or in the ground. Please, it is not beneficial. It is detrimental for you to eat things made in a factory. Understand the difference. I'm trying as much as possible to ensure that I don't push anybody. Now, we want to talk about how you lose nutrition in your food. We want to talk about how you tend to destroy most of the nutrients in your food subconsciously. Now, if you can see, I'm so sorry about the fluctuation. And to ensure that we get the best service. All right, so this particular slide is very important. It's actually the most important page in my presentation, and this is because of the way they prepare and cook that food. An average home could be losing up to 85% of the nutrition in their food. An average home could be losing up to 85% of the nutrition in their food. It is so important that we pay attention to some of the things that we do that gets us to miss out on all of the minerals, how we lose so much of the phytonutrient and the antioxidants in the food because of what we do. Give me a minute. Let me see if we can make this a bit better. I hope it's better now. I hope it's better. All right, so I'll just go on. Hopefully it gets better as we go on. But please leave a message items while we are still here. Okay, so like I said, we lose up to 85% of the vitamins, the nutrition that we're getting for most families is all you've been getting is just 15% nutrition. So if all you've been getting is 15% nutrition, is that good enough for you? Absolutely not. So you need to make sure that you get a lot of the nutrition as much as possible. You need to get it in your food. You need to preserve. So one of the things I want to mention here, I want you to pay attention to this. Number one enemy to nutrition is actually, yes, I'll take it again. Number one enemy to nutrition is actually when you peel your tuber crops. I understand some of you are saying, tuber crops is inside the ground now. It is dirty. It is sandy. Not peel. You peel. You are every time your carrots. You are losing about 50% of the nutrition. So usually some people ask me, so is yam good for a diabetic patient? And my answer to that question always is yes, without hesitation. But then I have to say something. I tell them, Yeah, even though it is good, the problem is the way we prepare them doesn't allow us benefits about 26, vitamins and minerals that are in yam. So we don't benefit from it. And one of the key minerals in yam is called potassium. Potassium is found in okra, blood sugar in the body. Potassium really helps you to have a better balance to your blood sugar in the body. So those who have high blood pressure, most of the drugs you take is to balance your blood sugar. And those drugs were the nutrients from proper high blood pressure because it has gotten to that stage where you need to take it. But it is as a result of the fact that we are not protecting the nutrients in our food. So if we cook yam, that's the question. Another question you might probably want to ask me is, so when I'm done cooking the yam, should I eat it with the skin? Absolutely not. Running water. Put the yam in a running water, or your potatoes, or your carrots, or your ginger. These are tuber crops. Put it in under a running water and brush it with a vegetable brush. It becomes clean. And when you're done cooking, for example, yam, you can easily take off the skin because it will come out very easy. And fiber is good for your body. Fiber helps to reduce excess cholesterol in the body. Layman's language, fiber helps to reduce fat in your body. These foods can fill in your yams. Please brush it and wash it under a running water. Don't peel your yam. Now, another enemy to nutrition is cooking vegetables inside water. So if I'm going, they peel the yam, yes. They cut it into sizes, yes. And thirdly, they put it in a very clean cooking pot. Then they add very clean, colorless water. Now, the word is colorless. But tell me, when you're done cooking your food, what is the color of the yam? The color of the water still colorless, or does it have colors? Please, I need you to tell me on the chat. Colorless, because it's lost even more nutrients. So remember, you peeled the yam in the first place, or the potatoes, and now you cooked it inside water. You are losing even more. You are losing even more. You are losing even more. The next one I want to talk about is high heat. I understand we have heat to cook your food. Every time your food gets to boiling point, you are losing nutrition. Every time your food gets to boiling point, you are losing nutrition. Every time your food gets to boiling point, you are losing nutrition. The next one I want to talk about is microwave. A lot of people, I really don't like to argue about it. My question I want to talk about when I talk about microwave, what I tell them is, do you have any idea what the microwave is made up of? What's the operating system of the microwave? What is the microwave cooking with? You, you don't see the fire. So what's the invincible fire? You don't see smoke. So how is it that this microwave cooks your food? People even go as far as baking in the microwave. People go as far as grilling in the microwave. So microwave literally cooks the food. Some people go as far as boiling water. The question is, what is microwave operating with? Because if you can answer that question, you will stop using microwave almost immediately. Radiance to. I have people tell me, but the airplanes you go on to, they emit radiation. The answer to this question is, your phones. You are being told the distance you should keep your phone. I mean, keep your phone far from you. You should not sleep with your phone on your body. There are several things that you have been told. Every time you buy, I know in anything, in most of the things we buy, we don't read those little booklets. But then it is so important that we pay attention to how it is stated in the small print that a pregnant woman shouldn't get close to a microwave, to a walking microwave rather. Because whilst the microwave is working, the radiation can affect the microwave. But yet you have people tell you that the microwave, when you use it, that so long you have closed it up, nothing leaves the microwave. But yet the mother and penetrates even to the child. Think how dangerous it will look like microwave. So some people tell me, oh, Ben, I don't cook my food in microwave. After 1 minute, I take it away. I'm telling you for a fact now, the fact that your food is exposed to radiation. I covered it. There is a special cover in the microwave that does not allow radiation to get there. Sir and ma, the only way that food is going to be heated up is if the ions that have been released when you switch on, in that inciting themselves and exciting on your food so much that that's why your food is cooking in a very quick time. That's why you can cook in quick time. That's why you can heat up your. In there is not the place you want your food to be in. So it is so important to understand how and the roles that our food is playing in our body. It is really important. It is very important. All right, so the next one I want to talk about is also very important. Oh my goodness. Please, the cookware you use in cooking your food. In fact, I literally have to take permission from Mommy K so that I can talk about this and so that you can be, I mean, you can have the information. It is left for you to make a decision for yourself. Now, there with this cookware. That cookware is stainless steel. It is going to emit metal. If your cookware is made of aluminum, it is going to emit metals into your food. And for some people, it can cause brain issues. when you cook so much in an aluminum pan. If your cookware is made up of non-stick, some people say non-stick is the best cookware, most dangerous cookware in the world. Non-stick has a plastic that is the coating, which is made up of PFOA, which is the chemical they use for embalming dead bodies and for other things as well. So every time you use your non-stick pan, the truth is you are endangering yourself. That is the truth. But usually when I do these presentations to families within Lagos or even outside Lagos, when I get it, for those who might want to know more, you might want to do to understand more of the things that I've been saying. Towards the end of the slide, I'm going to leave my number. Mommy has given me the permission to leave my number, and you can reach me, or you can reach Mommy directly. She's going to link you to me straight up. So it is important that we identify all of these issues. Then the major thing I want to talk about right now is oil. But I want to tell you for a fact, you can cook every meal without oil. And if you want to know more about this, please just write me after this. We can talk about that. And I'm still waiting. The network is not really giving us seamless interaction, which is a bit of a challenge for us right now. But oil is dangerous for you. Oil is the number one cause of heart disease in the world. Major cause. Now, some of you might say, but sugar is the major cause of diabetes. Yes, you take in sugar, but unused sugar in the body turns to oil. Sugar in your body turns to fat. So yes, it is the sugar that causes the diabetes, but the sugar turns to fat in your body, and that is why the body becomes kind of, depending on release pancreas, and the pancreas cannot release, the pancreas cannot release insulin. Insulin will help to break down the blood sugar in your bloodstream. So when the pancreas cannot release insulin, there is a major problem. That's why they need insulin. So please be very careful. I put up a video on my status, some days ago. If you can avoid sugar, then, oh my God, you already have sugar in the foods you eat, which is another word for calorie. So you already have it in all the foods you eat. So you don't need excess. You don't need too much. You just need to understand this food and how they work in your body. So avoid oils as much as possible. You can actually cook without oils. And I repeat, you can cook jollof rice. I'm bringing it down home, jollof rice. You can cook fried rice. You can cook stew without oil, completely. Yes, you can cook a you can cook a goosey without oil. Absolutely possible. Anything is possible. All you need is the right information, the right nutritional cooking system. I can share that with you when you are interested in knowing a bit more, and we can talk about that. For some people, they say it's quite expensive, it's quite pricey. We can talk about that. This is part of the reasons why it is important that we understand the basic knowledge of how food plays a major role to our bodies. So what's the right way to prepare your food? I wish I can explain it. I wish I can show you right now, but I would need to show you a physical presentation for you to glaringly understand. That's the idea behind this. So I'm just going to move on to my next, and this is a bonus for everybody. The truth is, eat your rainbow. I'm coming to a close of this particular session. Eat the rainbow. I'm just going to rush through. It's important. Eat the colors. Make sure your food is colorful. Make sure your plate is always colorful. The more colorful your plate is, the more nutritious your food is. The more nutritious your food is, the more medicinal it is for you. The more medicinal it is for you, the less vulnerable you are. The more your immune system is on the increase. The more your system is alkalized. And so the more it is, the better for you. And because your kitchen has to become your clinic. Whoever is cooking your food will become the doctor. Whoever is dishing out the food is probably your nurse. And so you who is eating it becomes healthy. It is so important to eat the rainbow. So number one, the greens. This month, Mommy K has put everyone on green. We are on green. Let me give you sweet benefits of this green. Greens are so powerful. They're good. Life is green. Everything about this life comes from the green of nature. Everything. Except for human beings. Because we don't come from nature. Human beings is nature. It's from nature. The oxygen you breathe in is from nature. The oxygen you breathe is from the trees. So the green is life. The green helps to reduce certain cancers in the body. The green helps to reduce blood pressure. The green helps to reduce cholesterol level. The green helps to reduce free radical in your body. They lower the free radical damage. And everybody has free radicals. So the more you eat these greens, the more it helps to destroy the free radicals in the body. It lowers it. It aids in tissue healing. It boosts the immune system. There are so many greens. For example, there's spinach, there's broccoli, there are apples, there's pepper, there's green grapefruits, there's cucumber, there's kale, there's zucchini, there's okra, there's green beans. There's so many greens. It is beneficial to you. It will support your liver. It will help your body detoxify. It will help you for hormonal issues. It will help you fight cancer. These are the importance. So when you hear Mommy K advising you to take your greens, please take them. Please take your greens. Please take your greens. It is important. Take your greens. Your greens will help you. Your greens will help you. Please take your greens. I'm going to move to the next one. Woo! Your reds are really, really good for you. Oh my God. Rich in lycopene. This is good for those with blood pressure. It helps to lower blood pressure. Please. I mean, the red fruits and vegetables, they reduce certain cancers in the body as well. They help to reduce it. They help to reduce heart attack and stroke, heart disease. They help to reduce the blood pressure. They help to reduce the cholesterol levels in the body. They help to reduce inflammation. You are getting so much pains in your body. You are having arthritis and you are not taking the red colored fruits and vegetables. You are doing yourself harm. You are having pains in your joints. You are not taking reds. You are doing yourself harm. It helps to support urinary tract health. It is a powerful antioxidant because it helps to heal and it improves memory functions. Maybe you don't understand before, but now that you are getting to understand it, please take a lot of it. It supports and filters the blood in the body. It helps the body. It helps the liver. It helps the liver. It is good for your heart health. It helps you fight stroke. Yes, it also helps erectile dysfunction. Please tell the men folk on this channel. It helps it helps erectile dysfunction. It's so important. It helps your eyes too. Examples of these red fruits and vegetables are strawberries. There are tomatoes. There are watermelon. Please, if you are diabetic, please avoid watermelon and pineapple. They are really rich in glycemic index. That means the sugar quality in them is really, really high. Now, please take cherries. Take red grapefruits. Please enjoy peppers. Use them in your food. You've got the bell peppers that are not spicy for those who don't like spicy things. You've got the red apples. You've got beetroots. Enjoy these things. These things are really going to help you. Now, the next one is orange and yellow. Please, please. You don't want to joke with orange and yellow. It is so good for the brain. It helps to build. So for some people, as they grow older, your muscles become weaker. Your bones become smaller. You might want to keep taking these orange and yellow fruits and vegetables. They will help you. It helps to promote eye health. It helps to reduce certain cancers in the body. It helps to reduce heart disease. It helps to fight it. It restores energy and increase vitality. Every time you eat bananas, they help you. They are rich in potassium too, so they help to reduce blood sugar. I mean, these are really, really powerful things. You really need to understand. Corn, maize, really, really good. Carrots, really powerful. Carrot is one vegetable that is good for those who are fighting cancer. You want to enjoy carrots. Examples of these yellow and orange fruits and vegetables are carrots, oranges, the melons, yellow peppers. You've got corns, you've got potatoes, you've got bananas, you've got pawpaw. Please enjoy pawpaw. enjoy pawpaw, please eat these things. These things will really help you. These things really, it will help you fight. It's on a daily basis. Enjoy the colors of these fruits and vegetables. Enjoy them. The next one I want to talk about is your whites and browns. And most people don't know this, but wow. Cabbage, which is white, is actually the third most powerful vegetable when it comes to fighting cancer. It is so important. They are rich in anthoxins. I mean, they are rich in sulfur. So it helps to lower blood pressure. It helps to reduce high cholesterol levels. It helps to reduce the risk of stomach cancers. Please, you need to enjoy these things. You need to enjoy cauliflowers. These are you have cauliflowers. People don't like the taste. Cauliflowers can be your rice. You can use it. You can enjoy it. It helps to reduce porosis. It helps to reduce free radicals in the body. Onions are good for you. Listen, if you get your onions before you cook, slice your onions and leave your onions open for about 10 onions, which will help your body. It helps to balance hormones. Examples are like garlic because of the smell. Please learn to eat garlic. You don't need so much of it. Just put one or two in your food. Put one or two in your stew. Put one or two in your smoothies. Put one or two in your tea. You need potatoes. You need ginger. These things are good for you. These things are really, really beneficial to you. And the last one of the colors is the purples and the blues. Now, for some of us, most of us don't really enjoy the purples or the blue here in Nigeria. But if you're privileged and you can find it around you, please, and it promotes longevity and delay who are trying to be young 60. You want to benefit from memory function because as most people age, they lose memory. So you want to keep enjoying these fruits and vegetables. It to really help. It protects the cells from oxidative stress. It supports health and immune system. It lowers inflammation. It helps to reduce pain in your body. It lowers the risk of cancer. It lowers the risk of cancer. It slows the progression of cancer in the body. All these things, you have them in the supermarket. Yes, there are raspberry. Get it in the market. It's easy. The onions are there, of course. Expensive, but obviously for those in the northern part, Abuja, it's a bit cheaper. It's easier to get it, but in Lagos, it's a bit expensive. But yes, these are. See if we have questions. If you have, just leave them so that you can enjoy all of. So that I'm giving you a free salad. I mean, you can have this. I'm just giving you as a bonus. It's important that we have all of the colors if possible, but please make your food colorful. A particular acronym G can also relate to every other colored vegetables. Then the other G, your rice, your beans, please, you still need green. So whilst you are eating, by the way, your beans is actually more carbohydrate than protein for most people. So it is important to understand. So G stands for greens, which can encompass all of the vegetables that we have just been talking about. Then the other G stands for grains, which is encompassing your food in terms of the main dish. Then the B stands for the beef. So it is so important. It is so important. Let's have all of this on a daily basis. Let us practice it. Let us practice it. Let us practice it. It is so important. It is so important. All right. So I'm going to move to the next one. It is all of the things I've just shared with you. It's in a very simple term, and this doctor has been able to say it out clearly. Dr. Otto Warburg is a 1931 Nobel Prize winner for cancer discovery. And it says, yes, simply put, no disease, including cancer, can exist in an alkaline environment. For everything, all the things we have talked about today is so that we can build alkalinity in our body. It's so that we can get our immune system from. It's so that our body can stand the opportunity to fight lifestyle diseases. It is so that we can enjoy a better quality of life. Because no disease, including cancer, Mike is a survivor of cancer. She can tell you first. That's why I'm telling you today. All of the things she has been sharing with you, don't take it for granted. Please adhere to it. It will save your life. It will help your family. You are not just getting this information, you are getting it for free. Some people pay for this information, but you're getting it completely for free, courtesy of Mommy K. So it is important that you begin to act. It's important that you begin to do the right things. Don't worry, I've shared the slides to the admin, and I'm sure they will put it on the group. You're going to get it for free. You're going to get it for free. It's not a problem. So please ensure that you do all of these things. At this point, I have come to the end of. If you really want to detect contamination in your food, you want to see if your cookware is polluting your food, you want to be sure, please reach out to me. And you want to know how you can protect your food. I've showed you how you protect it. You want to avoid you losing nutrition. You want to enjoy the benefits of eating all your food, all your favorite meals. I can help you out. And you want me to show you how you can turn your body into an alkaline environment. I've just shared the information with you. Please go ahead, and you do is just give me a call, write me, get me my number in YouTube. Feel free to subscribe to this. I should. I actually or via Google Meet, but we were expecting that, man, we wanted to carry everybody along, so we don't want anybody to be left out. So we decided to do it on Zoom, and possibly you can go back to watch this all over again. I'm going to make sure that I don't lag, and then this video will be put out there. You can come back and watch it. Please, you can subscribe to the channel so that you can always have updates on all of those things. But yes, my number is on the screen, and if you can use a scan code, you can scan it. It takes you straight into my Instagram